We made it in here. It was the smoothest bush flight I've ever had. Getting the plane unloaded, bunch of wood, getting it loaded up in the Kong here, getting all of our gear, all of our weapons on there. And then we're gonna head into, I think, moose camp tonight and kind of hunt that area for a little bit. The next couple of days, we're gonna get some pretty nasty weather. We're gonna go back around the mountain, basically where we just flew over, and look for bears over there too. So, but we got good weather today, so we're not gonna waste a whole lot of time talking and get to where we're hunting. We made it to the roadhouse. This is kind of the area that they store a bunch of supplies, so we're kind of getting everything unloaded here wood-wise. Got a bunch of six-wheelers and a couple other vehicles here that some of these guys are going to take up towards our bear camp with some supplies, and then we're going to run up into the mountains here into their moose camp and hunt here for the next couple days. These hills back here, he saw a couple of black bears there the last couple days. And the berry crop down low looks a little bit weak because it's been dry out here. So we're hoping that these hillsides have more berries than down low, which is actually a good thing because it's a lot easier glassing up here than down in this thick. So we're going to get unloaded and kind of get situated and get to looking for bears. So we've been here for about 45 seconds, and I literally just looked up on the hillside, and it's a couple miles away, but there's a big dark object moving up there. Appears to be a black bear, but if it is a black bear, it's a very large one. Could be a dark grizzly, could be a moose. Gotta put a spotter on it to see. It's pretty far, and we've got a lot of heat mirage right now. Come here a minute, Spence.
Yo, what? What you got?
There you be.
Target?
Target.
Right on. Wait, have you been here, what, 15 minutes?
Something like that. It's a good sign.
Well, yeah, that's great. Well, when I came in and opened this place up, there was a couple bears up there, so I imagine, and then that was 4 days ago, so they're hanging out, sticking around.
Got the second bear spotted. This one's a lot lower. Also looks to be pretty big.
Now the question is, rifle or bow?
Where he's at right there. I mean, in that kind of broken flat country, it'd be actually pretty solid with a bow, I think.
One thing I have noticed in the decades I've hunted out here is black bears in grizzly country are nervous.
Yeah, so they hear
so
a little bit of that.
I mean,
game over.
They do sometimes. I've seen it. I swear they're scared of their own shadow sometimes. So nervous, especially if there is a grizz nearby.
Okay.
So put that in your playbook.
That's the old typical guide. Hey, you should shoot that with a rifle answer. All right, guys, welcome to moose camp. Scout's up there getting the Starlink hooked up. This is the most like cush of cush backcountry camps you can imagine. This is kind of the base camp that everyone disperses to and leaves to hunt. Whether you're hunting sheep, you go up high, bison and moose, you go down low, or us grizzlies could be anywhere in between. So our plan is to stay here for a day or two. We saw 2 black bears kind of at the start of the mountains where it rolls out into the tundra. So we're gonna go back down to that area in the morning, check for them, check for grizzlies, and then spend a couple of days working this same creek, looking for bears up in the hills. It's the same creek that we went up to 3 years ago when WTA sent us out here for that sheep hunt. So it's really cool to be back here and kind of see it all again. Literally nothing has changed. So it's really refreshing to be back. So yeah, a couple days here, and then we're gonna get a little bit more nomadic and just spread out and look for bears. So. Went up from moose camp real quick in the last hour or so of light. I'm just doing a little bit of glassing in this valley. Got a bunch of pictures of bears on the kind of pseudo security camera that Spencer put on the camp. There was a black bear that was chewing on the front door 2 days ago. So we're trying to see if we can find maybe where they're living at. So far it's a lot of black bear, a little bit of grizzly bear sign, a lot of wolf sign. And now cow moose with her calf feeding in the alders. Gonna wrap it up for day 1. So we've seen black bear, grizzly sign, wolf sign, just glassed up a moose, seen sheep up in the high country. So pretty awesome day 1. Tomorrow morning is the first day of hunting, so ready to get after it. Morning. Morning.
The weather looks really good this morning. I don't know. Like a good day to go out and spend a bunch of time on the glass and look at the bears.
You didn't go all the way back up to the roadhouse?
We'll stop before we get all the way back to the roadhouse and just do a quick glassing session just to make sure there's not one real close. But I think the further away from the mountains we get, the broader the view of the whole mountain range where we can glass more real estate.
Both those black bears are like on that hillside and just look very chilled, relaxed. And they were out there for a long time.
Going to town on the berries.
Yeah, you don't think there's any grizzlies in that immediate series of drainages.
No, I don't. When there's that many black bears, spread out over that hillside, and they've been there for 3-4 days now, the likelihood of a grizzly bear isn't around. That doesn't mean a grizzly bear can't come over the top of the mountain and just show up. Yeah, right. I mean, for the most part, I mean, it's pretty much a 50-50 mix of grizzly bear versus black bears out here.
We just got wrapped up with breakfast, getting packs loaded up. Some of these guys are heading up towards bear camp to get those set up actually for moose hunters coming in and kind of look at what they're seeing for sign over there for grizzlies. And then we are heading back upriver here, go check out that area that we saw the 2 black bears yesterday and kind of spend the day up in this drainage. So we're gonna get loaded up and get out of here. walking up the hill, he had a pretty good kind of salter
Gate.
Yeah.
That's a really good sign. Well, as quiet as it is,
Yeah.
I don't want to drive much further.
No, I'm good with cutting.
So it's time to get hot. I mean, if he was working a direction, we could probably set up somewhere in one of those clumps of bushes up there, but you know, you never know which way they're gonna turn. Oh, blueberry there. Oh,
right.
Squirrel. You know?
They're not in the greatest spot for a bow kill unless that big one decides to kind of move into a draw or kind of get into a spot that we can do something with. They're both kind of out in the open right now.
Let's just play it slow. I mean, he's not going anywhere. Let's just make sure the winds are...
Yeah, I mean, if he's going anywhere, it's just going to be into this brush, so.
Yeah. Sounds good. Got water, snacks?
I got snacks. I don't know if I've got water in there or not.
That was probably like a full kill from this past winter. I think we just aim for that stand of trees.
Okay.
350 yards out, and then from there, if we need to gain some height, we just go straight.
My only
back.
concern is if it does switch, then this thing's gonna draw right into him.
I think if it does switch, it'll stay in this draw. He's to the left of the draw. We're gonna stay on the right. I think we'd be all right. So far, we're
Right now we're okay, but we're about. I mean, we're within the last hour, I think, of being okay.
Like I said, this cloud cover's definitely helping keep it cooler.
Yep. About 550 right now. We're sliding up a little bit to get a better look at them. We're kind of on borrowed time because these thermals are going to switch soon.
Hill in front of him. Yeah, 468. 468. Yeah.
Here we go. Now we're going to look at them.
I agree. What's that? I think 5.5, 6 foot. Hit. And again. Top of the patch of alders. 550. How does it whack? Push movement, downhill. It's right in there. Directly behind it.
Oh, I got him right here. I'm 5 feet away from it and just making sure it's dead.
Roger.
Hey, Bear. I think we're good. It ain't moving.
Roger, coming to you. Holy alder thicket.
Yeah.
hole to hole.
And we got the black bear meat taken care of. Spencer's working on fleshing them out the rest of the way. And then we are immediately going out and looking for grizzlies. So it's 3:30 right now. We got another 7 hours of light-ish. So we still got a lot of daylight left to go find our next bear. The big, angry cousin of this guy. So gonna take advantage of the weather that we got and try to get it done. Get it done. Came up to this knob, which we can see an insane amount of country way down into the flats here, kind of where the moose and the bison live, and then all the way up into the tops here of kind of the front of the mountain range. We've got kind of some boggy country, we got some river bottom, we got a lot of stuff to look at. So we're gonna dive in for the rest of the night here and see what we see. Kind of ending up day one here on our first glassing knob looking for grizzly. Didn't turn any up, but we saw some moose, saw some sheep, saw some bison, 2 more black bears.
A little bit of everything.
Yeah, really, really good day one. We're gonna head back down towards camp, get some food, and
Get much rest.
yeah, get some rest. Check a trail camera that we have. Should have some interesting things on that. Definitely a wolf, because a wolf took a crap right in front of it. So
It's gonna be interesting.
and I think tomorrow the plan is to go up towards sheep camp, check out some higher country.
Yeah.
So yeah, kind of the end of day one. Pick it up in the morning.
Strap them on tight.
It started day 2. We're getting the packs kind of reorganized, put back together. Going up the mountain this morning is the plan. We gotta check the thermals, make sure we can do that. But looking for grizzly now. Had a great day 1. Killed a really nice, very interesting black bear. Having a hard time figuring out how old he is. He has kind of a slender build, but big skull, worn down teeth, and has been shot with a shotgun multiple times. So at some point he was a problem bear for somebody out here, which it's kind of hard to imagine other people being out here. So getting loaded up, gonna have some breakfast, and now we're gonna go look for a grizzly bear.
Yeah. Said scratching post, rubbing post, sit post.
Let's find that one.
Yeah. Off the wood pile.
We made it up to sheep camp. A little bit of river crossing to get up here. Pulled a camera where Spencer had it on a little bench that goes down along the river where the sheep cross. And we actually got a lot of pictures of sheep, which is encouraging. So what we're gonna do is kind of get unloaded here, get up on these little knobs and look out into these benches across the river and start looking for grizzly. We saw some decently fresh grizzly tracks and scat and one good rubbing post on the way up here, about halfway up from moose camp. So I'm gonna dive in and do some glassing.
Hey! Good news, bad news. Which one do you want first? Multiple grizzly bears.
Okay. Cubs.
Sow cubs.
Okay.
On that far bench over there. Sorry to get your blood.
That's alright.
I didn't know you were that far away already, but yeah, it's a big old sow with a couple little cubs, but
Oh, I see her.
blonde, isn't
Wow. And her babies are dark.
it? Yeah, super dark chocolate.
But we just got up to our first glass and knob here, and before Spencer even got up from down on the river, he spotted a big blonde sow grizzly with 3 cubs kind of working along the backside of this flat here. And then we lost him behind this knob. We're expecting to see him again here shortly, but on the other side there's a big black bear kind of working his way up in the blueberries, just munching away. So we're gonna pack things up, drop back down, hit the river, and come back up and get on this knob right here so we can see further down the drainage. The big black bear and the sow grizzly with their cubs all kind of worked that direction, and there's a wider bench that we can see over there from that knob. So we should be able to see all the country here that we're looking at as well. But I don't think we can go a whole lot further than that with the wind the way that it is right now. We're gonna have to kind of wait for the wind to stabilize. Right now we have thermals just ripping up the mountain. So, but it's encouraging to see some grizzlies, even if they aren't the ones that we can shoot. It's just nice to see them.
Black bear.
Is it? Oh, I see. Dude, that's a big grizzly. Big grizzly.
.422.
Okay.
still sniffing the air, trying to.
I don't know if he's trying to figure us out or the black bear.
I think all the above.
Yeah. I'm just afraid that when he does move, he's gonna move. You know what I mean?
I can go out there in the open and start doing some jumping jacks.
I can squeal at him.
I could do that too, I guess.
You heard that? He's up.
Okay.
You gotta stop. Squeal at him. He's going in the brush.
Got him. Good hit. Good hit. He's in the brush. It's rolling. I can just see his back. Dude, I think you got a Grizz.
I've wanted that for a long freaking time, dude. Thank you. Yeah. Holy shit. Here, buddy.
Grizz.
2 bears in 2 days?
Shut up.
What are we gonna do with the rest of our time?
Shut up.
Oh my gosh. He ain't moving. We've been here hunting for less than 48 hours and filled both of our bear tags already. That is my #1 dream animal by a significant margin. And he's laying up dead above the tundra, like 400 yards in the alders.
Wadded up.
We're gonna watch him for a little bit, make sure he's dead before we go up there, but
Got him.
oh yeah.
Good hit. Good hit. Okay, he's in the brush. It's rolling.
He's done. Holy cow. Let's go get him right now. I'm sick of waiting.
Paperwork done.
I think we are, it's the morning the 25th, so we are 5 days into the hunt. Day 1, I shot a black bear. Day 2, we shot a grizzly bear. Day 3, we kind of took some time to get both of those taken care of, hide salted and everything like that, and just kind of celebrate in camp. And came up with the idea that, hey, Jordan's never killed anything before, we should get him a black bear tag. Got him. Reload.
Hit him again. Coming downhill. You got time.
Uh-oh. Get him.
Congrats, buddy. And then the next morning, he got his first animal ever on his birthday, an Alaskan black bear. So the 3 days that we've been hunting so far, we've filled 2 black bear and 1 brown bear tag. So we've got a little less than a week left here. And because of the bear density in this area and some recent changes, we're allowed to shoot 2 brown bears and 5 black bears as non-resident. So we're changing things up a little bit, and we brought the bow just in case we did get a cool opportunity like this. Didn't really expect it to happen so quick.
Yeah.
But we're going to spend the rest of the week bow hunting.
Don't lick a gift horse in the mouth, right?
Right, yeah. So we're going to get another brown bear tag, and maybe we'll get an opportunity at one. Maybe a black bear. Maybe nothing. But we're kind of at the stage of this trip where it's like it can rain cats and dogs the rest of the time and we get stuck in the cabin, and it's still been like a perfect trip. So
We're here, let's go hunting.
yeah, but we're here, so we're gonna keep hunting, pick up the bow.
Give you the sign right there.
There's no way it happens twice, but maybe. So we just got up this canyon about 3.5, 4 miles, looking at the ridge system where I thought I saw a bear yesterday, and sure enough, right on the backside of this big black bear sitting right there. Our wind is kind of coming across like this, but I think I'd actually have decent cover if I can kind of get in that gulch, let it rise up. Pretty decent anyway. So we're 880 yards from him right now. He's kind of zigzag feeding on the side of this hill. We need to determine if we're going to kind of work this ridge and drop down into him, which the wind would be better for, or if we can kind of stay at his level. If our wind is going to continue to rise, it'd be better to come straight at him because we have a lot more cover that way. So what we're going to do is go up this gulch where it forks. We're going to take the left fork, and as soon as that tundra hits the bottom there is our kind of signal to move up. We're going to get up to that little grassy knob there, and hopefully we'll be able to see him from there. There's enough little rises that we might not be able to see him right away. So, but he's 540 yards right now, and we got to kind of go down into alders and then back up this canyon. So it'll probably be a little bit before we get there. Alright, we're about 200 yards below the bear right now. It's kind of where we hoped it would be from the start. That was one crazy stalk. And a big old black bear. What a way to end the week. We put some work getting up to him, and for whatever reason he decided the blueberries on that side weren't what he's feeling, and he came to this side. So Scout and Jordan stayed up there with the long lens. I don't know what I got on this, but that was a stalk that I will never forget. First saw him, came over the ridge, he was at 32. I got to 9 and had a little bit of a quartering shot, but smoked him. Thank you, WTA. We killed 4 bears in a week. Got my bucket list animal, which is the grizzly, and Jordan killed his first bear. I killed another black bear, and we just ended the trip with killing a giant black bear with a bow. Unfreaking believable.